Hello guys, hello. My name is Joe and today I will try to explain how Duncan Trussell fell into a K-hole, into a ketamine hole. I'll try to explain what has been happening spiritually during this psychedelic experience. But before we do that, I just want to say I'm truly grateful for everybody who follows this channel, everybody who subscribes. I love you guys. I'm truly thankful to be building this tiny little community of like-minded people. Thank you so much. And if you're not part of the community, if you are new here, then definitely make sure to smash that subscribe button. It was kind of cringe, but it was kind of a lot. But yeah. I just want to let you know that I am truly thankful for everybody being here. I love you guys. And let's not yap around. Let's grab our headphones. And we will first watch a tiny little video. And then I will get right into it.
I was pretty excited to hear that one of my agents was going to be at Burning Man. So I invited him to our camp. I was going to give him a tour at Burning Man. He'd never been before. I was going to be the first person to walk with him through the beautiful, incredible, mystical city that is Black Rock City. But because I was already in the spirit of Burning Man, without really considering what I was doing, I did a massive rail of ketamine in a tent. If you're gonna do ketamine, do it at one of the clinics. Don't do rails of ketamine. You don't know what's happening these days with white powders. It could have fentanyl in it. I can remember sitting next to the burner who had offered me this ketamine and doing what I thought was a normal amount of ketamine and looked over, and this burner has this weird look on his face. And he says to me,
"See you later, man."
Not a good thing to hear, but I, at the time, wasn't quite familiar with ketamine dosages. And so I did an amount of ketamine that these days I know would be that you should only do it if you were dying and you didn't want to feel yourself die. It was that size of a dose. Now, ketamine takes a second to kick in. So I had just enough time to walk out of the tent and to sit down with my wonderful agent and one of his friends, and we started talking. And it was really a great conversation. You could look out and see the sun had just begun to set. You could hear music, the great carnival energy of Burning Man. I'm like, Joe, this is gonna be so great. Let's go walk out into it, man. I wanna show you I want you to see the sights. And so he's like, yeah, let's go. And I try to stand up, and it's like my legs had been turned to stone. Chronicles of Narnia level statue legs. They were paralyzed. I couldn't move my legs, which I thought for a second, this is pretty funny. My legs aren't working. But right as that thought started going through my mind, time stopped. Every moment was feeling right around 6 hours. So I was essentially in the sunken place. I could think pretty clearly, and I had a lot of time to think because every moment was taking 6 hours. And I'm trying to figure out a way to explain to my agent, well, you see, Joe, it looks like I may have taken a little too much ketamine, and I don't think I can walk with you maybe ever again, because it could be that I'm dying. I don't know. I've never felt time freeze before, but here in front of you and your friend who I just met, who I think is also from the agency you work for, your client very well might keel over and just die in the sand here. But instead, what was coming out of my mouth was, He looked at me and he's like, okay, Duncan, we're going to go now and maybe we'll see you later. And I'm like, He leaves. I'm sitting there witnessing the flower of life. Suddenly it's like I'm seeing the flower of life. I'm no longer mortified by the fact that, I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'm going to get fired now. I don't know what the rules are with agents and clients on ketamine. Does my agency have something in their book about, well, you know, if you're at Burning Man, your client goes into a K-hole, it's over. But I do know that time had frozen into one single frame. I fell over into the sand where one of my friends was also in the sand, and he looked at me and said, "The floor's a wonderful place, man." So see, what happened is my Burning Man camp had all been doing ketamine. That's what it sounded like across the camp. You know, just like people bellowing into the night, trying to talk. All of us were laying on the floors of the gravitational field of the Earth had increased like 10 times or something like that. No one's sure what's happening. I think I embarrassingly yelled out at one point, "I am trying to keep the universe alive!" My friend who I was laying on the ground next to at one point was like, "What happened to your agent, man?" Later, I tried to get in touch with my agent, not sure what to say at Burning Man. There's no cell phone reception, but 3 weeks later, we went and got drinks. I was like, maybe this is it. This is where he's gonna like drop the hatchet on me. And I'm like, "Joe, I just wanna apologize for going into a K-hole in front of you at Burning Man." And he got this big smile on his face and he's like, "Duncan, I represent comedians. You think I haven't seen that before?" Which was like, what? You're the coolest guy ever. You mean that's something that happens? You've seen multiple clients go into the K-hole at Burning Man? Anyway, we still work together, and that's my story.
Now, I would assume that going into the K-hole, into the ketamine hole, is equivalent to going into the astral realm, for example on DMT that we covered in previous videos or in other videos. I would assume that going in would mean leaving temporarily the body, as your soul is temporarily exiting the body and entering the astral realm, where people assume that their dreams are happening into this different sort of dimension that is in between our reality and the spirit realm. You are not fully dead, but yet you are in the sort of in between, in the astral realm, where a lot of visual depictions are happening, a lot of messages from angels and from spiritual beings, otherworldly beings, are being presented to you through different sort of like depictions, different visuals, maybe geometry that is also often being described. And so I would assume that this experience may have happened while you were basically talking to your agent, while you were your soul was trying to escape the body, was trying to leave the body, and so you were unable to speak because your soul was already entering different dimension, different realm, the astral realm. And so the inability to speak might be due to the lack of a soul in your body. It is basically leaving the body. So I would assume that's what might have happened. Other than that, I haven't catch any particular sort of like a strong depictions that your angels were trying to send you. I haven't heard any metaphors that your angels were trying to communicate with you, so I don't have much to speak on that. That's probably why I remember that I actually saw this experience being described before, but I haven't decided to write a blog article about it because there wasn't as much strong depictions and metaphors to really write about. So I think that's why I didn't write about it before. But nevertheless, I just want to say that definitely I would recommend everybody to probably try these experiences in clinics that are meant for these type of experiments on your body. I would definitely recommend you to rather stick to the professionals, or at least adjacent to. It might be much safer for you to do so. Guys, make sure to check out the blog. It is absolutely amazing, unique, and fun. There is so much esoterica and mysticism over there, so definitely make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Make sure to smash that like button, especially if you haven't done so yet, guys. Please make sure to do so. I truly love you guys. I wanna say that don't forget to check out the video here, there, and everywhere. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.